Trigger warning: all characters within this flawless piece of art are caricatures of perceived character flaws by the idiot author, that may or may not be present in these people that I do in actuality hold in high esteem. TL, Doctor, this is all me having a giggle. Calm down, nerds. Direct all hurt feelings, PTSD experiences, and memes to capekili at whatever.net or moot at 4chan.org or CIA@agency.4u. Warning: memes Vine source, and GPM I guess. The Musical, by M. Ball, Esquire. Act 1. Vinny lay on the silken sheets, his twitching pasta noodle dripping man sauce. His beloved, Regality sat daintily before him, his titanic chocolate nipples blowing in the breeze from a nearby table fan. A harsher knocking broke the stillness between the two lovers. Quickly pulling a pair of leather chaps to hide his wriggling shame, Vinny arose to answer. What met him both aroused and confused him. It was his former lover, the man himself, Darren. The room quickly returned to a still silence, but this was no comfortable pause between hot, sweaty, tomato sauce while lovemaking. It was a thick, penetrating silence. The awkwardness was of course, ever present. The Italian's former object of man-lust lay his steely gaze into the den of debauchery. Poor young Regality holding back tears from this most uncomfortable of situations. He bit his luscious red lips, staring down to the floor. Darren leaned in towards Vincent, his expression of the most tantamount rage. Slowly, he whispered a phrase. "La hootie pants meme?" And just like that, the alcoholic root vegetable vanished back into the inky blackness of the night, leaving the cold breeze to blow across Vinny's slightly flabby pecs. His partial jabroni outfit squeaked audibly in the calm of the night, an expression of hollow sorrow upon his face. He knew he would never feel the warmth of Darren's dank memes again, doomed to Regality's stale, yet steady memetic spewing. End scene 1. Chapter 2. It was late morning, nearly lunch. Vinny awoke encrusted with fluids, of what type he could not be certain. He grimaced. With all his effort, our hero drags his syphilis-ridden form from his in-text brand air mattress. He noted the significant deflation that had occurred since he last fell into the unconscious void, putting this grim thought from his mind. He stumbled to his fridge, opening it with an anemic pull of his arm. Vinny stared into the icy white depths of his food storage unit. To his dismay, only non-meme foods lay within, such things as fruits, vegetables, various meats. To his ultimate sorrow, he could scrounge no pizza rolls, fruity juice, or even a single Doritos chip. Languishing loudly into his basement space, he grabbed a cucumber from his fridge, gnawing at it like a starving dog to a bone. Vinny dressed himself. First, as a ritual, he donned a rather typical jabroni outfit, all black leather. Smells like teen spirit. He thought this to himself, being the insufferable Nirvana fan that he so brazenly displayed to his helpless stream slaves. Soon after that, he wrapped his near-bare leather-clad chest in a rather soggy Nirvana t-shirt. Again, he repeated the same lame old man joke to himself. Vinny moved to the other end of his leaking basement. Somewhere above his head, a rat let out a mighty squeak. The cold glow of his computer monitor met his ringed, red eyes. Navigating the clustered files and ages-old meme images, as well as meme games. Once, Vinny thought. He thought himself tired of being the meme he had become. Now he realized that was a stupid thought, and that he was a stupid man for even letting that thought cross his meme-addled mind. Finally, he found game he was looking for. He opened the executable. His eyes met with some abomination of programming and graphics. He grinned, his yellowing teeth sliding from beneath his unnaturally pink lips. He clasped his hands together, rubbing them, just like his best buddy Key did every time he found a good deal on year markers. He began to rub himself in a most sensual way, his pepperoni sliding from his jabroni pants. After minutes of this futile stroking, the chief gives up, sighing loudly as he wiped a bead of sweat from his beet-red brow. End page 2. Book 3. Dem gazed over his dominion. It was a cruel, unforgiving land. It was infested with insufferable idiots, children, foreigners, and most insidious of all, Vinesauce fans. It was Vinesauce chat, and it was a hellish place to call home, but of course Dem Jack Reacher, his Führer's finest Jimmy Chartango, had no other home. Cast from his fatherland of Quebec, he wandered the streets of Lesser Canada, with only a trench coat, a fedora, and his well-worn laptop. Stopping at a local Canadian Starbucks, he sat himself in the dankest corner he could find, far from the silken Canadian sun. He began to moderate. Ban. 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 Dem eradicated all traces of fun posting with a stroke of his wrist. Not unlike another of his hobbies, he felt completely euphoric. Across the way, down 54th Street, back towards the only good country in the world, USA, a titanic, muscle-bound flesh hulk adorned with mighty magenta skin, the great god of memes himself sat upon his throne of dank. That was in fact, a titanic Final Fantasy character brought to life. This slave's name is not important. Last time I checked, I believe it started with an R, Rigu, or Rico or something. What was important, was the mighty hunger that this purple being felt. This hunger was all-encompassing. It filled GPM with a horrible rage, and he knew only the three great meme fountains could sate his terrible thirst. He stood from his buff throne, his muscled steps sending innumerable cracks through the floors of his mighty palace. He disappeared beyond the far gate, his intent surely grim. End movie 3. Episode 4. A knock came to Vinny's door. The jabroni's mind retreated to the night before. He cringed. He stopped whatever stupid nonsense he was streaming, leaving his idiot fans to rot. Answering the door, knowing already who stood outside, he greeted the beautiful hunk of a man cheerfully, his degenerate mannerisms disappearing before the beatified gentleman himself. His real best friend and druid, New Tea Guy, whose face was chiseled, aesthetic, and muscular. His hair a cropped plain of purest gold, his eyes sparkling like diamonds from whatever African shithole diamonds come from. He was shirtless of course, and his physique was that of a modern-day Adonis. The slimy Italian-American attempted to move in to hug the demigod, but was blocked by the outstretched hand of Guy. A stern expression upon his handsome face, he spake thusly, "Nigger, you know what I tell you about that bullshit? I ain't no homo motherfucker now, nigger. You know that. Come on, son." Vinny recoiled, tears rolling down his face. He prostrated himself before his ivory lord, begging for forgiveness in his stupid fucking meme babble. Of course the being before him reached down, patting his greasy mat of hair, his brow calm, his manner divine. He spake thusly, "Ay, nigga, it's all good, bruh. Just don't be tryin' dat homo shit around tha boss, nigga. Please." Vinny nodded hastily, scrambling to his feet, his hands clasped. "Please, oh mighty New Tea Guy, enlighten me to the reason of your most illustrious visitation." The golden god peered over the horizon. Perhaps struck by the blight of some innocent newt, he returned his stony gaze to the imp before him, smiling gently, and spake thusly, "I have come to be the hero of this stupid thing I am writing. I'm really invested in this now, and frankly I'm a little worried about my mental health at this point. Someone please send help. My address is 4504 Idaho Drive, 43523, West Virginia, USA." Vinny again nodded quickly, touching his hands upon the wall of marble man meat before him. "Surely, I, a most pathetic and lowly meme streamer, can assist you in this task. Perhaps I would carry your burdens? At this point, I got tired of writing this stupid thing. I'll probably finish it at some point, like tomorrow or whatever. But I'm tired of this shitty paragraph, and these unfunny jokes. We'll work on later. Assume the things happened and whatever." End vlog 4.